All right, guys, so day one, we're focusing on knee dominant movements and then vertical and horizontal push. So two main lifts you're gonna go into is gonna be your barbell sissy squat. You're gonna go 3 sets of 15, and then you're gonna go into a seated shoulder press. So from here, setting up your sissy squats, you're gonna have two 25-pound plates. From there, whenever you get the bar up on the back, you're gonna go ahead, make sure you elevate the heels on the plates, okay? Make sure the bone of your heels is nice and sturdy on that plate. You still want 70% of the weight back on those heels. From here, as you lower down, coach them on shooting the hips back, lowering the hips so your hips get at least parallel with your knees, a little bit lower. Drive through the heels, come all the way up, squeeze it through. That's gonna be your sissy squat. After that, second main lift you're gonna go into is gonna be your dumbbell shoulder press. So, all right, so seated shoulder press, whenever you set them up, go 2 notches down from the top. From here, you're gonna grab onto your dumbbells, brace your body back against the bench. Start off with your palms at eye level. From here, you're just pressing straight up overhead, pulling them down nice and controlled, pressing it up, pulling it on down, okay? All right, so day one accessory lifts. The first one is gonna be your barbell thruster. So start off with the weight racked up on top. Make sure you rack it right in front of the chin. You're gonna go ahead and push your elbows slightly underneath that bar. Whenever you set up, open up your feet, line for those squats. You're gonna sink into that deep squat. From there, drive to the heels. You're pressing straight up overhead, using your legs to power that barbell straight up, okay? Squat it down, drive to the heels, thrust it straight up. Okay, we're shooting for 3 sets of 20, higher rep range, so we might need to keep a little bit of a lighter weight, okay? The second exercise is going to be your kettlebell lateral lunge. So set up the TRX so that you have one side that's lengthened about mid-shin. Now, with the single sided on the TRX, you want to make sure you tug it down, because if it's loose, somebody's going to step in it and they're going to lose balance. So adjust it however you need to. From here, what you're going to do, inside leg is going to go inside of the bottom side of the saddle. From there, making sure you coach them on pointing their toe straight forward, and then pull your toe in. Okay, that's going to activate that lengthened leg. From here, you're going to take a good step out. As you load that exercise, you're going to make sure your inside hand has the weight, chest up, shoulders back. Your posted leg, you're going to focus on bending it and then hinging back, sitting into that hip, driving all the way through, squeezing your hips at the top, lengthen all the way out, come all the way in, squeeze. Okay, that's your TRX lateral lunge. Okay. All right, third lift. So you're gonna grab onto a single valve slide and you'll have them grab onto some dumbbells. So we're going into a reverse lunge curl. So the focus here, the reason why we're using the valve slide is just to add a little bit more intensity into that posted leg. So nice tall chest. From here, light step on that valve slide, you're gonna slide it back. So focus on dropping into that split squat. As you come on up, you're gonna curl up to the shoulders, press straight up overhead. Focusing on one side at a time. Reverse lunge, boom, big press up overhead. Okay, 15 each side, 3 sets. Your last accessory lift you're going to go into, make sure you focus on loading them up nice and heavy. You're going to go into a single arm bridge chest press. So you're going to get the top end of your shoulders up on the bench. Keep your feet about hip width apart. You're thrusting your hips up. You're keeping your hips elevated the entire time. From here, you're going to go into that chest press, bring that dumbbell outside your chest, push it up, squeezing at the top end, pull it down nice and controlled, drive it up, squeeze. Okay, focusing on using as many muscle groups in that exercise as you can. All right, guys, so power volume training for June. This is day 2. The focus is on hip dominant movements and pull, vertical and horizontal pull. Lifts, okay, you got your barbell deadlift and you're gonna go into a single arm beast kettlebell row. So on the barbell, we're going 3 sets of 15. You're gonna load up the weight. Remember, always track your weights of your clients as we're going through. So you're gonna rack the weight from the bar. From here, take a step back. Feet hip to shoulder width apart, keep your upper body nice and tight. You're gonna shoot your hips back, trace your legs with that barbell, tap down every time, drive all the way through, squeeze the hips at the top. Okay, that's gonna be your barbell deadlift. Exercise 2 of your main lift, you're gonna go into a beast position over here on the bench. So you're gonna have one hand on top of the bench. Kettlebell is gonna be nice and centered. From there, you're gonna be down on the toes. You wanna focus on dropping your knees about 6 inches off the ground. Okay, from this position, keep space between the shoulder and the ear. Grab onto the kettlebell. Same thing, we're gonna go 3 sets of 15 on each side. Make sure you pack your shoulder in, lead up high with the elbow. Kettlebell goes right by your hip. Lower down control, pull it up, lower on down. Okay, 3 sets of 15 on each side. All right, guys, then you have 4 accessory lifts. These are not supersetted. You're just focusing them on themselves. Okay, so first lift is going to be your barbell to row complex. What you're gonna do here is unwrap your barbell from the squat rack. From here, every time you go down from a row, all you're doing is standing back up. So you're gonna shoot your hips back, You're gonna roll up to that belly button, come all the way up, squeeze the hips through, shoot your hips back, roll up to the belly button, come all the way up, squeeze the hips through. You're gonna go there 3 sets of 20, okay? After you complete 3 full sets, the next exercise you're going to go into, so you're going to go into a split squat delta complex. Okay, so you're doing this, you're going to do 2 exercises on one side, so one foot is forward, one foot is back. You're dropping that back knee down, you're staying low the entire time. So the first move is a lateral raise, so soft bend to the elbows, lift up straight to the side, lower down controlled, lift it up, lower down, you're going there for 15. And then immediately after, you're gonna rotate your palms forward, you're going into a supinated front raise. So from this position, you're gonna lift up your dumbbell, stopping at the chin height, lower down controlled, lift it up, lower down. Same thing, 15 of both of those exercises. And then you're gonna switch sides, do the same thing. That counts as 1 set. And you go for 3, okay? Then after that, you're gonna go into a TRX rotational row. So with this one here, remember with the TRX, further forward you step, the more difficult. Step it back a little bit to take off some intensity. You're gonna start off with your palms facing down, drive your heels down to the ground, pull your toes up. Your body is in a nice solid plank. As you initiate that row, rotate your palms up towards the ceiling, keep your elbows nice and tight by the sides, and then rotate back over top to go back to that starting position. Row it all the way up, lower on down. You're gonna go there, 3 sets of 20 as well, okay? Then your last accessory lift you're gonna go into is a rear foot elevated reverse fly. So grab onto your dumbbells, you're gonna come over here to the bench. You want a nice long stance with this, so 1 foot is down, your back leg is elevated. From here, shoot the hips back, bring your chest as parallel down to the ground as you can. From there, rotate your thumbs to be facing outwards. From there, you're gonna go into that reverse fly, controlling gravity as you come back down. Open it up, lower it on down, okay? 3 sets of 15 each side there.